以下嘉宾访谈环节是由贤士金融有限公司为您带来。贤士金融是加拿大成功人士理财规划的首选。
好，欢迎来到今天的英文嘉宾访谈环节。今天也是非常高兴，我们的演播厅呢又请来一位重量级的嘉宾呢，就是我们安省移民厅的厅长高图先生。那么高图先生今天来呢，主要是要给我们介绍，我们的安省的移民厅呢正在提倡的一个新的安省的移民法。那么这个移民法的内容是什么呢？它的目的又是什么呢？今天就让我们来采访一下高图先生。Welcome, Mr. Koto.
Hi, how are you today?
Welcome, Michael.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what is the purpose of this new immigration act you're introducing?
So earlier this week I had the pleasure of introducing proposed legislation called the Ontario Immigration Act, and we're introducing it to really let the people of Ontario know that immigration has played a huge role in our development over the last couple hundred years building this great province, but also to put in place some new tools to allow us to manage immigration better. And we really want the federal government to work with us to allow Ontario to align its immigration with job opportunities so there's a better connection and we can help grow our economy here in the province of Ontario.
高图先生刚才讲呢，那么这个新的移民法呢，正在提倡的这个当然还没有通过。如果通过的话呢，可以帮助我们安省呢刺激就业，那么同时也是帮助我们安省的经济。那么众所周知，安省是一个移民大省，我们是这个可以说是全加拿大接收移民最多的一个省份。所以呢，如果这个新法通过之后呢，会有利于省府呢更好的和联邦政府一起来合作。那么呢，欢迎更多的移民来到我们的安省，那么促进我们的就业，同时也是发展我们本地的经济。So you mentioned about the provincial government working very closer with the federal government in selecting immigrants in the future. Does it give Ontario more powers to select immigrants, or we're still rely on the
Well, you know, it's
federal
interesting.
government?
Most people don't realize that when the country was formed, immigration was a shared responsibility. And obviously the federal government has control of who comes into the country, but some provinces have up to 34% selection power. That means 34% of the immigrants that are coming in are selected by the province. So what we're saying to the federal government is that Ontario's only at 1.5%, very small percentage. We need more power to select by ourselves so we can select and continue to do what we think is important here in the province of Ontario, and that's attract the right type of people based on skill, based on the fact that they want to invest in the province, and most important, people who believe in what we're doing here in Ontario.
所以呢，刚才高图先生给我们解释了一下，对于在这个问题上面来讲呢，有的就是在我们国家成立的时候，其实是由地方上来选择这个移民的，但是呢，是由联邦来选择移民的，但是有很多省份呢自主的有很多的权利，那么来选择什么样的移民是合适的，是适于我们的这个要求的移民。那么安省呢，在这方面呢，和其他省份相比呢，其实在这个方面不是非常的占优势，所以我们希望呢，可以有更多的这个权利来选择适合我们自己本地经济发展的、适合我们就业市场的这个移民。So the federal government has just tabled the new budget, and it says about the immigration law. This part, they say, well, they are afraid of like lots of people are. There are a lot of immigration fraud.
Yeah.
In recent years, like how are we going to prevent this?
Well, you know, we have to look at what the federal government's been doing over the last few years. There's been so many changes in immigration in Canada that, you know, people are not confident in the system. We know a few years ago, 300,000 applications were just wiped out. We saw earlier this week or last week when the changes were made, 56,000, I think 56,000 or 57,000 investors were completely eliminated from the scenario. So people don't really have confidence in the immigration system here in the province of in the country of Canada, and we need to make sure that provinces are set up for success. So what we're saying is, you know what, Ontario wants a new deal. We want something that works for Ontario. We want to bring stability into Ontario because the federal government has not been doing the best job when it comes to stabilizing a strong immigration system that works for this country.
And another thing I think most of our viewers are very interested in is that our job employment rate is hitting record high, and Ontarians are losing job.
Yeah.
Why do we need more immigrants to come to Ontario?
So Ontario's actually on a huge turnaround compared to 2009 when we had probably the biggest economic downturn since the Great Depression in the last 70, 80 years. Ontario has built its economy, and we're seeing businesses flourish and companies that are starting to be created. You can see them all over the GTA, just walking around seeing things. And a lot of that stimulation of business is coming from immigrants. According to the Royal Bank of Canada, half of the richest Canadians now are immigrants. So people who were not born here. We also know 30% of our workforce is made up of immigrants in Ontario. Here's the thing about our legislation. It recognizes that every single person in this province outside of our Aboriginal population, so every single person in this province has an immigrant past, and if Ontario is going to build itself to be strong and compete globally, we need to leverage the diversity we have in Ontario and make sure that as immigrants come in, they bring in those global connections and we continue to grow and be strong. And the Chinese community has done an excellent job in investing in Ontario, and we hope that we can continue to build a system that allows for that type of investment.
刚才呢，我问了高图先生2个问题。第一个问题呢，就是我们怎么来防止有些人利用这个移民呢进行欺诈，也就是说呢，他其实并不是住在我们的加拿大，但是呢，他取得这个移民的身份，而且保持着这个移民的身份。那么高图先生说，在这方面呢，在新的即将推出的这个移民法里面呢，就会有加强这方面的一些监管的措施。那么包括比如说像我查到的一些信息呢，像比如说是要对这个身份造假呢进行一些相应的惩罚措施。那么在这些方面都有相应的收紧。那么同时呢，很多观众朋友们也关心说，我们安省本地人呢都已经失业了，那我们为什么还要再吸引更多的移民来到安省呢？那么这个问题高图先生刚才也跟我们讲了，那是因为呢，其实在我们安省呢，我们安省的经济，我们安省的就业市场有一大部分是靠着移民来促动的。那么移民在这个就业市场呢，也可以说是一个主力军。那么在未来呢，移民的力量也是不可小觑的。所以安省在这方面呢，也是非常的鼓励移民来到我们本地来促进我们本地的就业市场。那么刚才高图先生也特别提到了，我们华人呢在这方面呢也是贡献了非常大的力量，所以以安省省府的立场来讲呢，是非常欢迎华人的移民来到我们这个加拿大的。So talking about the Chinese immigrants, I know the federal government, they are closing the investor program.
Yeah.
Some of the Chinese newspaper, they're saying that it's a sign that the Canadian government is closing the door to all the Chinese people. Do you have any comments on this?
We look back, over 100 years ago when Chinese immigrants started to come to Canada. They planted deep roots in this province. In fact, today I was at the Northwark General Hospital talking about the deep roots that Chinese people have made in our communities. And it's not just in the last 20, 30 years. We're talking historically. So we look around this great province and we can see all the contributions that Chinese people have made. We want to continue to attract the best and the brightest from around the world. And obviously that includes China. So our government's open for business when it comes to trying to attract people here that we know will help develop this country and this province. We have an investment program of our own. It's called the Provincial Nominee Program. I encourage people to connect with that program. But in addition to that, the federal government, we have about 250,000 people come into Canada each year. Ontario used to have about 140,000 people in 2001 come in. Now we're below 100,000, and that's because of the federal government. We want the federal government to continue to increase those numbers, to get the right people with the skills we need. And if they can't do it, we've brought forward legislation saying that we can do it, and we want more control of the selection process, and we hope the federal government will work with us in order to to make those changes.
高度先生刚才讲到呢，其实安省呢，在这个欢迎移民方面一向是非常的 open 的，非常的开放的。那么呢，我们也是一向非常欢迎有移民可以来到我们本地，但是呢，近年来呢。联邦政府出台的一系列措施呢，可以说是关上了这一扇门，那么也大大的减少了我们的移民的数量。那么省移民呢，其实经过统计呢，其实有98%的省提名的移民都是最后住在安省的，所以可以说呢，这些人这些新的移民，我们安省是接收进来的移民，为我们本地的经济做出了非常大的贡献，所以省府在这方面显然是非常支持，也是非常希望有更多的合资格的移民，那么也是非常 skilled worker。也是非常有自己的技术的移民来到我们本地，来增加我们的就业，同时也促进本地的经济。那么今天非常高兴呢，高图先生来到我们的节目，给我们介绍了这个即将这个正在提倡的新的移民法。那么如果电视机前观众朋友们有什么问题的话呢，可以按照电视机屏幕下面的联系方式呢，可以直接做出您的询问。那么好了，今天非常感谢高图先生 ，Thank you, Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. 好了，我们现在进入广告，回来继续活在5点。